What's up, my Vina loves? It's Miss Vina D coming to you all from Vina Team and News. Now, most of you are aware that Tamar Braxton filed for divorce from her husband, Vincent Herbert. Tamar sisters and her mother, they've been in the news with TMZ and her mother doing an interview accusing Vince of, domestic violence and all of these things. And in as much as Tamar filed for divorce and have all of these things to say about Vince, she's always defending him. So it has gotten to the point where people are like, okay, make a choice. Either you're going to rock with your husband, keep your business off social media, do the whole Beyonce thing if you're going to stay with your husband, or get a divorce and move on. Because you can't keep coming on social media, going on Instagram Live, venting about him, calling him all of these names, but then coming around and turning around and saying, oh, no, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. So the most recent situation was Tamar was in her feelings, of course. Something happened. So she hopped on Instagram in a post that have since been deleted, and she wrote, Vincent Herbert is having a baby and his bleep decided to let me know about it tonight. That stupid broke bleep should check public records on Christmas before she goes through with it. He called back despite of his protection order, begging and lying like he's hanging out with Joe and Roxy from BET. Oh yeah, that's credible. No shade, however. Before you judge me, know the facts. He's a real piece of work. Shaking my head. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Know that 2018 is a fresh start, and if I can leave this liar, you can leave yours too. Her caption was, say what you want about me, but I'm good, and God bleep tired of the bull. 2018 belongs to who dares to take your life back. I'm first in line. So this is what she wrote and deleted. So of course people went digging, and yep, they found a case out there on Vince, and everybody thought the worst. Oh my God, did he put his hands on her? Her mom been doing interviews, her family been saying this. Oh my God, she went ahead and put his hands on Tamar and all of these things. She quickly jumped to his defense, saying that that's not the case and that he was just drunk and they got in a heated argument, which he then had to leave wherever, leave the property and wherever they were together. So during Tamar's rant, someone posted on her Instagram page for her to not come off her throne and addressing, peasants and all of that. So Tamar responded, I'm not addressing that. Bleep, I'm addressing him, not unless it's. And then she went ahead and tagged Laura Govan name. Okay, she said Laura Govan because her baby daddy said they were bleeping around. Ain't that your homegirl? So that right there confused people. What Tamar was saying is the person that is pregnant by Vince. Okay, so Vincent got a woman pregnant, and the lady who's pregnant is Laura's friend. People misread the entire thing and thought Tamar was saying that Laura is pregnant and sleeping with Vince, even though that came from her children's father. Okay, this is what he also had to say about it. This is what he wrote that started the whole situation. So Laura released a statement via TMZ after being attacked all day. She released a statement via TMZ and said, first thing first, Vincent is not my type at all. I have nothing but respect for Tamar and Vince, but none of this is true. Apparently Tamar had been a little inebriated while she was talking reckless on Instagram. I would never ever disrespect her in that way, but understandably she's hurt. She continued, Gil is just trolling because he's upset that I've moved on. And she also talked about how she's been dating someone exclusively for over a year. Okay, and then of course her ex, who's always on social media, always being disrespectful, this is what he went ahead and left on another blog's page in the comment. Anyone who supports, laugh, clap, and think this behavior is okay, it breaks my heart. This is not okay. I don't care what type of tea you're looking for, I don't care. For a man to have all of these kids with this woman, and for a man to think it's okay to constantly talk about her and disrespect her in this manner, and for people to sit there and applaud this. And I understand, I get it, man. People want the clicks and the likes of things like this. It's just this right here broke my heart, because I don't care the hatred, whatever. This is not okay. This is not okay. And you're reading it right now as I talk, but this is not okay. This is not his first time. One of the reasons why I, supported Laura is because of her strength. Regardless of how you feel about her, what you have to say, I'm not saying I'm a fan. I'm just saying this some of the people who's on the social media pages and laughing and things like that, some of them won't even know how to get through this if they have someone in their life who constantly disrespected them on this level. But what Tamar did, and for tagging her name, was absolutely wrong, because if she's not the one sleeping with your man, she's not the one pregnant, then why did you do that? All that was going on, Laura had turned her comments off, so people started attacking her sister Gloria page, and then her sister ex Matt Burns was like, just leave my kids out of it, everyone else, I don't care. So man, this whole situation is just so messy. The other thing is, then after all of that, Tamar goes and hop on Instagram and leaves this message right here, this video right here. So it's almost like,
first and foremost, I just like to say, for everybody, get out of hand, that post is not for Vincent Herbert, okay? I still love Vincent Herbert. He's my best friend. He's my son's father. I always hold him down. I always love him. And what will be, will be. But, by my meet and greets, I was talking about my head.
Okay, one moment you come on social media, you put all your business out there, you call this man every name in the book, but then next thing, he's your best friend and you're defending him. Which side are you on? Like, pick a side, pick a side. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay married? Or are you going to get a divorce and move on? I also heard allegedly she already have a man. But of course, when you read the comments, it's like, yes, Tamar, I hope he's fine too. Get your life. You suffer all of those years with, and then people start attacking her soon-to-be ex-husband. Wait, it's just so crazy to me that when it's him who's trying to move on, now he's still legally married, so I get it, but it's a problem. And Laura's been dragged all day, even though she's not the one who's pregnant by him and she's not sleeping with him. But when it's announced that Tamar allegedly have a new boo, the same ladies who are dragging him are clapping for her and saying yes, and I'm just like, what the heck? But anyways, Tamar also, this is what, of course, she saw the video, what she had to say in that video, but then she went as far as also releasing a statement as well and saying that, he never put his hands on her. He was just drunk and jealous when he came by her home. They were all celebrating a holiday together and he got drunk and he got jealous, and that's about it, but nothing else. Then of course, just a lie. You can't put all of your business on social media but then get mad when people have an opinion in it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I get it. Not everyone can be a Beyonce, whatever the case might be. But it's either you're choosing to stay with your man and working it out, and he's your best friend and A, B, and C, or you're going to choose to go through and follow through with your divorce and move on and protect whatever else that's going on for the sake of your child. Now, of course, if something terrible is going on, speak on it. You know what I'm saying? But Tamar said out of her own mouth, there's no domestic violence going on. He doesn't put his hands on her. It was just, emotional and verbal abuse, which is still a form of abuse. Whatever the case might be, just keep your business off social media. Go to court. You don't want to be with a man, divorce the man, and all of that. But the whole back and forth and posting things and deleting and then coming back and telling people to mind their business and all of these things, is like, it's just not working. And then to drag this lady into it who having been on the blog and been minding her business and all of that, and then her disgusting ex, I just, what type of world we're living in for a man? I can't even call him a man. Like, who does that? Wow. Anyways, my Vina loves, I'm wishing you all a happy new year. Getting all of this dramatic story out of my system so we can move into the new year on a positive level, But this is what's going on with Tamar Braxton, man, and Vince. Whatever the case might be, I'm wishing them well, and whatever they have to resolve, I hope they work on resolving it privately for the sake of their child. Okay, not only is, Tamar putting her husband out there, and then, her mother and her siblings, now Melissa from the girl group Dream, Diddy girl group Dream, she hopped on Twitter and wrote, this one I'm not surprised by. Vincent Herbert is the reason I suffer PTSD when I'm in the recording studio. He verbally and emotionally abused me when I was 14 while recording Dream's first record, isolated us from each other, and forced me or us to lose weight. She continued, yep, we had to weigh in front of him. He had me lose 20 pounds. I went from 121 to 101. And this person responded, this terrifies me. Thank you for speaking out. I support you. And then she continued, when Holly was recording, he'd have us do laps around the recording studio in the heat. Now, Tamar, this is just the beginning. I hope when other people start coming out and putting allegations and other things on Vince, don't turn around and say, oh, that's not true. That's not my husband. He didn't do that, especially in this day and age with what's going on in Hollywood and all of the, sexual assault charges. If you can go out there and put dirt on his name and then come back and say, oh, I'm not saying he hit me, that's not true. Don't be surprised or upset when other people then turn around and do the same. Also, back to Laura X, it's disgusting, but yet laughable to me. Not what he wrote towards her, but him. It always like you had all of these kids with her. So all of the things you're listing, that's where you were. I don't understand guys who do this. You call the female all types of names, but she wasn't any of those things when you were going there to keep having children with her over and over again. Not just one. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's so sad because their children are off age and can see these things and read these things online. I really do pray and hope that, she's strong, but I do pray and hope that the strength that she puts out there is not just for social media, and that she's really working on herself and that she's really strong, because when he comes after her and attack her, it's enough to make anyone just say, you know what? I don't want to be here anymore. But I hope her children motivate her to continue going and staying strong and all of that. But yeah, this whole situation is getting messy, man. It's getting seriously messy. But yeah, it's crazy. And also too, I'm going to give it to Beyonce and Jay though. They're like, if we're going to put our business out there, it is not going to be for free on Instagram, okay? We're going to put it in a song, or, entire album, Lemonade, or 444. We're going to secure the bag for our kids' future, college funds and all of that. We are not about to sit here and give these people information from our personal life for free. We are going to control this narrative. And that's what they do. They put in the music. People go and buy their albums. They go on tour, make millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, and then they moved on, So in as much as it's like, oh my God, that's Beyonce, I can't believe Jay-Z cheated on her, it is not as toxic and people having all of this opinion. Not that people are biased, but it all depends on the way how you handle your situation, the way how you handle your stuff. If you're reckless in the media and just putting everything out there, then you can't be surprised and shocked when people are reckless. You can't be reckless and then turn around and come back and say, oh yeah, he's my best friend, A, B, and C. It's like, make up your mind. But it's just all around a terrible situation. Also about what the girl from the girl group Dream wrote. I'm not saying that if something bad happened to you, don't speak out. Absolutely not. I'm not in support of any of those things. I'm just saying sometimes people go in on their own, their family, whatever the case might be. Then when other people join in, they want to be like, oh, no. we are family, we can do that. You're not invited. No, since you're out there airing out dirty laundry and all of these things, when other women and other people start coming out and accusing him of worse things, don't turn around and be like, but that's the father of my child. Oh, no, that's not true. Because now you have just opened the floodgates. So I'm not blaming Tamar for walking in her truth, for speaking her truth, for expressing how she feels if her husband have, another child out there. Absolutely. If that's what she wants to do, go for it. I'm just saying that when you put certain energy out there, and then other people start coming out, and if their stories are not true, their lies, it's going to be like, okay, so we're supposed to believe yours, but we shouldn't believe this other woman over here. So just remember, in all of it, you two still have a young child who's going to grow up and read and watch everything. So hopefully, I shouldn't say they, because Vince is not on social media. However, there is a record. Let's pull this record out there of him getting, booked on Christmas. So that's not cool. It's not cool. So I'm not excusing him from this. This is not cool at all. And out, man, we will.
Okay, so I decided to keep everything that I previously said, because as I'm editing this, I'm refreshing social media and more information is coming in. But I know Tamar Braxton so well, exactly what I said, that with her coming for Vince publicly, she shouldn't be surprised when other women start coming and saying things. Now, what is she going to do? Defend him? And I said, pick a side, pick a side. The Nicki Minaj song, right? Well, there we go. Here goes Tamar clapping back at the chick that came out and saying that, yeah, exactly what I said. You can't put dirt on his name, and then when someone else come and put dirt on his name, and they're the liar and you're the one telling the truth. Like, either you're gonna defend him and stand by him, or deal with your situation off social media. If you're getting beat up, then call the cops. Go and get help. I'm not being insensitive. I'm just saying you can't continuously throw dirt on his name and put all of the disgusting things he's doing out there, which is fine. Expose Vince. But then don't get upset when other people start exposing him. Because how come your story is valid and theirs is not valid? So good luck to Tamar, man. Good luck with all of this mess.
Now, apparently Melissa is the only one in the group who's either speaking out or had issues with everyone, because she's the same girl who accused Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys of raping her in 2002. If you type that in Google, you can find an entire article. I tried to read excerpts from it, but her statement is too long. She's a part of the Me Too movement. I'm not saying this did not happen to her, but Tamar jumped in there and shut it down real quick before it escalated from he made us run around the studio to he did A, B, and C to me. Tamar saw exactly where that was going, and she wasn't about to allow her renting and going off on her husband on the internet to lead to his legacy being ruined and him having to step down from his company and businesses by being involved in this whole Me Too sexual as harassment and assault situation. So she jumped in and shut that down quickly. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and end it here, my vanillas. I'm wishing you all an amazing day. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.